One Saturday, Pip watched every minute, trying to make the day feel slower. It worked, the afternoon dragged. But that night, his memory of it was almost empty. That is question 1. How slow does time feel now? The next Saturday, he stopped watching the clock. A wrong turn led to rain, and a dog stole his sandwich. The day flew while it happened, but later, it filled a whole scrapbook. That is question 2. How large does the day feel in memory? The answers can flip. Imagine checking a clock while you wait for toast. Every second seems to announce itself. Now imagine remembering that breakfast tonight. You probably will not rebuild every second. You may remember only toast burnt. Those are 2 different jobs. One asks, how is time passing while I am inside it? The other asks, how long does that period seem after it is over? Researchers call the second kind a retrospective judgment. The name sounds complicated. The question is simple. How big does the time look from here? While an event is happening, attention and expectation can change the feeling. Pip waits for a bus that should arrive any second. He checks the road, the sign, the road again. 5 minutes feels enormous. Later, Pip plays a game. He is choosing, reacting, failing, trying again, and suddenly 40 minutes is gone. That does not mean fun always makes time faster, or boredom always makes it slower. Studies find that the answer changes with the task, the time scale, the person, and what they expected. The useful idea is smaller. What your attention is doing can change how time feels right now. Afterward, your brain has a different problem. It cannot replay every instant like a perfect recording. It rebuilds the period from what remains. In one recent study of natural events, people's later duration judgments were related to remembered event boundaries, the moments when one part seemed to become another. Think of Pip's second Saturday. Wrong street, rain. Sandwich thief, sunset. 4 chapters. His first Saturday had the same number of clock hours, but memory kept almost no distinct chapters. That can help explain this strange reversal. A busy period may fly while you live it, yet look larger when you remember it. Then why do so many people say entire years speed up as they get older? Age differences do appear in some laboratory timing tasks, but there is no single accepted switch that makes life's clock run faster. The popular fraction idea says 1 year feels smaller because it is a smaller part of a longer life. It is neat. It is also not the whole evidence. Attention changes, routines change. Emotion, health, expectation, and the kind of judgment all matter. And one study tested a tempting memory explanation directly. Did people who could report more events from the previous 5 years also say those years felt slower? In those samples, no. So, make more memories and time will slow down is a promise the evidence cannot honestly make. Scientists can measure pieces of this feeling, but no one explanation fits every person, timescale, or kind of time judgment. Pip cannot order his brain to make a weekend objectively longer, and staring at a clock is a terrible holiday plan. But he can stop treating long as one thing. If he wants a quiet afternoon to feel slower while it happens, he can pay attention to it without constantly measuring it. If he wants a weekend to feel larger later, distinct chapters may give memory more structure. A different route, one shared meal, a place he has not noticed before. Not because novelty magically adds hours, because experience and memory are answering different questions. On Sunday night, Pip opens both scrapbooks. The clock says the Saturdays were equal. His experience says they were not. And strangely, both can be true.